Welcome everybody to the Max Show. That's Massive Abundance Exposed, where we expose all the badass secrets of entrepreneurs all over the world. And we have got a special guest today that I am so looking forward to interviewing, Cecelia Chott. Cecelia is with Leading Real Estate Companies of the World. You can find Cecelia at LeadingRE.com, which is an amazing collection of real estate companies that have joined this membership organization called Leading Real Estate Companies of the World, that really bring all these really kick-butt real estate companies together for educational purposes, to network. It's an amazing organization. Cecelia is the executive director of their content services, and she is amazing at the advice that she can give us about educating ourselves and how important it is as real estate agents and real estate brokers to stay on top of our education. So I'm really looking forward to talking to her. But before we get started, make sure you go to massiveabundanceinc.com. Sign in, get yourself some free goodies, and let's get started with the show. Hey, welcome everybody to the Max Show, and we have none other than Cecelia Chott from the Leading Real Estate Companies of the World. How are you doing, Cecelia?
Hey, Chris, I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm so excited to get into sort of what Leading RE Companies of the World, what their mission is, and specifically what you do. But I thought maybe we could start off by give us a little bit of background about what you're all about. What brought you to this position?
Chris, I've been around real estate for a long time and spent my whole career, I guess, working with real estate agents and brokers and corporate relocation management companies since the early 80s. And I have been with Leading Real Estate Companies of the World for 15 years, nearly 16 years. In a variety of different roles, and currently I am executive director for the Institute, which is our educational portal for learning, online learning, and resources. So I spend the majority of my time developing new resources and courses and sharing information that I think will help other agents be outstanding in their jobs.
Oh, interesting. Now, I can't help but notice, Cecelia, that I noticed on that desk behind you, it looks like you have a very cool book there.
You did see it. Chris Stafford, Massive Abundance.
I love it. That's too funny. Thank you so much for that little shameless plug. But so just so it's really crystal clear, because Cecelia, I think we talked about the fact that I have a lot of real estate brokers, a lot of real estate agents here on the, watching the show, wondering, okay, Leading RE Companies of the World, what's in it for them? Why do you exist?
Well, Leading Real Estate Companies of the World is an international real estate network, and we're not as known, we're not a franchise, we're kind of called the unfranchised within our business, but our network is comprised of some of the largest brokers in the United States and around the world. We have 120,000 sales associates, 500 companies in over 40 countries around the world. And there was a recent article in Riz Media, and it talked about our network, and we affectionately call it Leading RE, and it's because Leading Real Estate Companies of the World is such a mouthful. But Leading RE is kind of a quiet giant, because within our network, the broker's name is what comes first, and Leading RE is there to support and provide resources to the broker. So we're not front and center in part of everybody's name. So what we provide to the brokers are things to help the best brokers be even better, and that also applies to their sales associates. So we have educational resources, networking resources, an outstanding system, and the highest producing agent-to-agent, broker-to-broker referrals with very high conversion rates in the industry. In fact, the highest in the industry. We have a luxury division, all kinds of marketing pieces to help sales associates explain this international connection, because by being members of LeadingRE, then they're connected with other LeadingRE members around the globe on searches on our website on
Mm-hmm.
leadingre.com for
Mm-hmm.
properties, just the sharing and the promotion of our the properties that our agents list. There, to name a few.
That's great. I mean, it's such a worthwhile organization. I have to say, uh, full disclosure, I'm a member myself. Paragon Real Estate Group is a member, and I just love going on the website because even the blog itself has just so much interesting content, so much interesting information, and to interact with all these other top producing real estate agents is it's so beneficial. I really enjoy it and have a lot of fun with it. But now you specifically are the executive director in charge of content services. So does that mean that you're basically designing all the courses for the Institute?
Correct. I've been working for the Institute for about 2 years. I've
Uh-huh.
started off doing corporate relocation for the network, and then moved into more meeting programming types of things. But currently, it's finding topics and producing and creating courses and sharing information that will help agents get more listings, sell more properties, negotiate more deals,
Hmm.
anything that we can do to help agents enhance their skill level, enhance
Hmm.
the level of professionalism that they provide to consumers. And so we have a library, we have online courses, CE credits, we have um, an exclusive partnership where we have some Ninja. I don't know if you're familiar with Ninja
Hmm.
selling. Larry Kendall, who's also a LeadingRE member, we
Hmm.
have some of his Ninja selling courses on our Institute platform, which they're not available anywhere else online. So we're constantly looking for things that will help agents do a great job, make their job easier, and
Hmm.
it's specifically designed to be um, readily available for sales associates because it's 24/7. It's video driven,
Hmm.
um, 15-minute or a lot shorter courses. So
Hmm.
it's content specific. So you can get in, you can watch them mobilely. Sorry, my phone's ringing.
No worries.
And watch them on the go around this a very busy schedule prospecting and listing. We understand that it's hard to find time to take courses, so we
Right,
try to make it
sure.
as
Sure.
easy as
So,
possible.
so how many courses do you have? I mean, is this a full complement of courses for?
We have currently we add new courses every month.
Hmm.
Currently we have about 185 courses. We
Wow.
release them new at the beginning of the month, and of course, not everything has a long shelf life, so
Hmm.
we want to remove things that
Hmm.
that are no longer as helpful, or markets change that address certain market
Hmm.
conditions. So, um, you know, we're constantly adding, but also taking away things that are less helpful as well. So,
Interesting. Now, what are some of your more popular courses? Are there one or two or three courses that everyone just really loves?
um, I'd have to say it's more categories. The ninja
Mm.
selling courses have been extremely beneficial, are very popular,
Uh-huh.
but also short little technology. How do I do this? Specific to real estate using
Uh-huh.
of technology.
Uh-huh.
Just marketing to different generations and
Hmm.
social media. But you can never give enough or find enough ideas on how to help people continue to prospect. I know it's something you
Hmm.
mention all the time and did on a video blog earlier this week,
Hmm.
that it's so easy to get caught up in taking care of the business that you've got in front of you, that if you
Right.
stop prospecting. So um, anything with lead development and management are really popular.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, one of the blog that you're mentioning is I find that, and I've been in this business for so long that I see the ups and the downs, and it seems when things are really good, which a lot of markets are really good right now, it sort of seems to me that a lot of times people are just order takers, and they don't really spend the time on the prospecting, the lead generation, and they don't fill their pipeline. So I think that's a valuable tool that you guys can fill as part of a membership in your organization. So that is really cool. You have a lot of exposure, I'm guessing, with other realtors, other real estate agents, and we have agents and brokers listening to what you have to say right now about what is some of the experiences you've had with other agents and other brokers. Do you have a sense for the things that some of their weaknesses that they're not addressing, or some of their strengths when you come into contact with brokers?
Um, I have to say that concentrating on your strengths
Hmm.
and focusing your efforts on the things you're strongest at doing
Hmm.
is something that I always see, within the top echelon of agents. And
Mm.
really, it's all about relationships. And the best agents, they can be great at technology, and I think you have to be now.
Hmm.
But the best agents understand and know that it's still about relationships and how they treat those clients. And so the client experience, the customer experience, is what's going to bring and builds that pipeline of personal referrals, in the future. So I think it's to a common theme is that they recognize the the importance of prospecting and relationships in their business, and building those relationships, and finding a way to manage them,
Right.
because that's always such a challenge. And just being committed to quality. I think that's what our network is driven on, and performance. Our brokers are focused on that. That's what the
Hmm.
network is focused on. And I think as agents, focusing on performance and your strengths has to be, right up there.
I love that because I just read something and it really sort of dawned on me that you can't develop, like I have a training program for brokers, but you and real estate agents, but it dawned on me, like you said, you can't just develop one type of a training program that's like A plus B equals C that you're going to force everybody into, because like you said, you have to really develop your strengths. And some people may have weaknesses in certain areas, and that has to be taken into account when you're
Right.
developing your team, when you're trying to prospect, market, whatever it is. So I think that that is really good. So you're constantly developing more courses to help realtors. Is that correct?
Right.
And leading RE companies of the world essentially is a collection. I like the way you say on the website. It's a collection of companies that allows us all to educate each other and to network with each other. But I talked to a number of people, and I think a lot of people have a misconception. Maybe it's a misconception that leading RE is only luxury properties. It's only luxury brokerages. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. We do have a high percentage of members who do have uh, a high performance in the luxury space, and we
Mm-hmm.
have a separate division called Luxury Portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
But that not everybody is in a luxury market, and not everybody is focusing all of their efforts in luxury. We have companies that do a lot of REO business. They might do luxury too, or they might not. We have
Right.
a lot of companies that
Uh-huh.
offer full service property management, rental assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me while I stumble over my words. But also, we began and we have been a very high network to network, broker to broker referral network.
Uh-huh.
So our members are very skilled and experienced when it comes to corporate relocation.
Mm-hmm.
But the other areas that there's really no common denominators. We have huge brokers and we have small niche
Okay.
brokers
Uh-huh.
that are boutique brokers. So it's just the common denominator is quality. So
Right.
if you're really strong in your market, your agents are outstanding in the services they offer, then you qualify for Leading RE. You can't be a member of a franchise
Mm-hmm.
and be a Leading RE network member.
Got it. I understand. So a lot of questions I get, big question that I get all the time when I'm advising real estate agents and brokers is how do I break into the high-end market? In your experience, is there a big difference between the people that are working the high-end market versus maybe closer to the average selling price?
I think there probably is difference in how they approach their business, how they're prospecting for the business. Certainly their marketing um, strategies and the things that work to market
Hmm.
a property on a high end might be different than what is best for a property on a lower end. I know sometimes for a higher end property, they do use more print and more, expensive photography, but I think there are quality agents in either
Hmm.
um, at all ends of the scales.
Right.
Some of them do more units,
Hmm.
and some of them focus on higher properties. I know I read a lot and have the opportunity to meet people like you and other like our faculty members
Hmm.
for the institute, are Steve Harney and Matthew Flora and Mike Staver, and I get to hear so much from them, and I can't remember who said it, but this is Larry Kendall. If you want to get into the high end market, since you started there, he said volunteer to hold houses open in price categories higher than you're currently working. Um, to start breaking into the neighborhoods where those
Hmm.
properties are. So
That's
that's a
great.
tip.
That's a very good tip for our viewers. I love that. Any big plans coming up for leading RE companies of the world?
Well, we're focused on right now. We have a series of fall workshops, more for the brokers and corporate staff in the fall.
Uh-huh.
But we have an international symposium coming up in September
Oh,
in Venice, Italy. I'm not going to get
cool.
to go to that one, but also this year, in February this year, we had our first ever sales associate annual conference event, which was an outstanding success, and we're going to be having it again. It's called the the Performance Summit,
Mm-hmm.
the LeadingRE Performance Summit, and it'll be back in Vegas again next February. So it's a great opportunity for sales associates to get more involved in the network
Mm-hmm.
and find out more about the resources that we have and network with each other, and see the quality of the agents within
Mm-hmm.
their organization, because it's really all about them. LeadingRE is owned and operated by real estate brokers, and
Right.
they do everything for their agents, and it's a great opportunity to showcase, the network to them and to showcase themselves to each other,
Right. Right.
one another.
Well, that's great. And of course, all that information will be on leadingre.com. So people can tap into that and sort of get all the 411, if you will, on what you guys are doing. So that's awesome. Last question, Cecilia. I always like to ask this question. You get to give one piece of advice to a brand new real estate agent, a brand new real estate broker that is just sitting in front of your desk and they're asking, Cecilia, what's that one piece of advice that's going to make me super successful in real estate? What would your answer be?
There's so many answers I want to give you, but I guess what stands out to me the most is you've got to invest in yourself.
Mm,
You've got to invest in yourself on a daily basis. And I guess when I say invest in yourself, invest in your physical health, invest in your education, and continuing to learn and
hmm
grow and enhance your skills, not resting on your laurels.
hmm
Investing in your spiritual growth, your physical health, just your relationships. So you've just got to take time when it's so hectic and it's so busy to make sure that you set aside time for yourself and um, to grow personally and to grow your business.
That's
So,
amazing.
and that takes investment of time and some money.
Yep. No, that's beautifully sage advice because we all need that as entrepreneurs and real estate agents and brokers. Invest in yourself on all different levels. Cecilia, of leading real estate companies of the world, thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining us. I appreciate you taking the time.
Great. Thanks, Chris. I enjoyed it too.
All right. Take care. Hey, was Cecilia amazing? I really enjoyed talking to her. She has so much great knowledge and so much information. And what she's doing with the leading RE companies of the world, the leading real estate companies of the world, is amazing. Being the executive director in charge of their content services. So I strongly recommend if you or your broker can become a member of the Leading RE. It is really worth it. I absolutely love it. I love what Cecelia is doing with the programs and the courses that she's building. They're just absolutely awesome. Their blog is so interesting and so fun to be a part of. And I loved her advice at the very end when she said, take care of yourself on all different levels. Something that I've been espousing for years and years. Part of my training program is all about bringing the mind and the body together, because if you don't have your mind and you don't have a great body that's really healthy, physically healthy, then as an entrepreneur, as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker, quite frankly, and this is a technical term, you're screwed. So, love what Cecelia had to say about that. Anyways, make sure you do us a big favor right now. Make a comment below. Say anything about Cecelia, the work that she's doing with LeadingRE.com, and or about the show, anything at all. We'd love to hear from you. And make sure you go to MassiveAbundanceInc.com, sign in, get yourself some free goodies. Thanks so much for joining us today. Again, my name is Chris Stafford with The Max Show, and may massive abundance be yours.